Hello, hello, everybody.
Hi.
I'm Christy Darty.
And I'm Jenny Marta.
She's one of my besties, and she's my assistant. And so we are doing Devos and Doodles, which is something that I've done for, I think, 5 years. Every Monday at noon. I say almost every Monday at noon. There's been some holidays and some sicknesses over the 5 years, but I love Monday mornings, and I'm so glad I've gotten to bring her alongside me to do this together. We're doing something fun and different this round. And what we're doing, hi, Rosie. Rosie's here. Rosie joined our membership. She's in the Christie's Lettering Tribe.
Hi,
I'm
Rose.
sure you saw that, Jenny.
Yes.
And Rosie, Jenny, there's Jenny's face. If you didn't put it all together, she is who you will see in the membership. She is our Facebook manager in there. So there's Becky. Eileen. Hello, everybody. Guess what? Me and Jenny have already been productive today. Guess what we did? Let's see who knows this the best. Who knows what we've already done this morning before we started our class?
On here. Cynthia's first time on here. Welcome, Cynthia.
Cynthia from Kansas. We're so glad to have you. Y'all say hello. April
April
knows
does.
this. April. April, you have a good memory too.
Yeah.
Yes,
Good
we went
morning,
to
Debbie.
and I feel like I want to tell y'all this because I feel like it's an accomplishment because I didn't want to go.
It was cold here. It's not supposed to be. It's March in Texas. It's not supposed to be cold here anymore. And it was in the 30s this morning. And we woke up and when I texted her, she was like, "It's okay if you don't want to go." And I was like, "I don't," because it was cold and I was all cuddled up under my blanket with the dog. But I'm like, "Nope, gotta get up."
I did not want to go. I did okay last night, but this morning when I said, Alexa, in case you haven't, I'm trying to be quiet, what's the temperature? And she said 31
I
degrees.
know.
But it'll get up to 68. And I was like, well, I can handle that, but 31. Oh my gosh. So that made me just want to crawl back under. So I texted Jenny, and thank goodness she did not get my text in time. What did it say?
The one this morning?
Yeah, let me show them because I think it's funnier to see it. Let's see if I can find it.
Hi, Candy. Hi,
Oh,
Becky.
this is what I wrote. The blue right here. 31 degrees. Are you changing after? I'm okay if we don't go. I'm not a very good friend. And she's like, heading your way. Do you want me to pick you up? So I was like, I guess I gotta go. I was dressed and ready. After I didn't hear back from her, I'm like, she's already getting ready. She's not going to see this anyway. I better be ready. But the blessing was that she picked me up because there's probably zero chance that I would have gone otherwise. And it's more fun to go with your friend.
It is.
Does anybody here like work out with a friend? Do y'all walk with a friend or do anything? Tell us in the comments. It's always fun to see what motivates you to do things. But
I'm drinking coffee out of my cup that we made when we were together. So, and look, I hand lettered on this, but this was years ago. But Christy and I went and made these cups together with our kiddos, and so I'm drinking my coffee out of it this
oh
morning.
my gosh, when was that?
That's been at least 2018 or 19. I don't know. It's been about 6 or 7 years, maybe.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I wanted to show y'all also something else that happened this weekend. I wanted to show y'all something that I made, but do you want to tell them, Jenny, what we did this weekend?
Oh yes, we had a baby shower for my daughter-in-law, because she's due in 3 weeks. 3 weeks? What is today? Yeah, it's like 2.5, 3 weeks is when she's due. So with my grandbaby, so we had a shower for her, and she's getting uncomfortable. She's to the point where she's like, I can't breathe.
I bet.
I
Can
can
you go with your hubby? Good.
Yeah, she walks with her husband in Fig. I like that.
Oh, a couple of y'all walk with your husband. That's good. It's a good thing to do together. My husband says, you want to go walk the dogs with me? And I'll be like, not really. I'm going to get better. I'm getting better. Okay, let me show y'all what I made for Miss Eleanor Blair. I mean, it's a card. It's an envelope, but I want to show y'all. Let's see if how I'm going to put it on here. StreamYard has done some updating, which is good, but it's different. And so I've got to find how they did this.
Debbie walks with her dog too. I used to walk religiously, 3 to 4 miles every day. Well, Monday through Friday with my dogs, and I haven't been able to probably the past 5 years because of all my feet and knee problems, but hopefully I'll be able to soon. Did she get lots of stuff at the shower? She got what she needed. She had a really big shower about a month ago, and she got a ton of stuff in, but she had a few large items that she still wanted and needed. And so our little artisan group that Christine and I go to, we went in together and got her two big things. So, and then a few little things. So,
And I don't do hand lettered cards that often. Well, this is just the envelope, but look how fun. So if you think, what can I do with my hand lettering? I always say, don't go anywhere with a blank envelope, a naked envelope. So
naked on.
I bought the card. The card was cute and everything, but I didn't make the card. I just decorated the envelope. That's such a great canvas opportunity for you guys.
But
But
Carolyn was so excited to get it. She said, she's like, it's so pretty. I'm going to frame it.
and that made me so
And she
happy.
probably will. She probably will put it in her room.
That's so sweet. Well, I did.
Grandbaby, Eleanor Blair is going to be her name. So.
Eleanor Blair. And I did all the steps. Like I lettered it, and then I shadowed it, and then I added an accent to it. And then, so I pulled out all the stops. So this is fun to me. This is fun when I get to do it just for the heck of it. And I don't have to plan it out or anything. I mean, I love my job. I love what I do, but I'm just saying, like, no one's hired me and said, I need this by Friday. That's a lot of pressure. This was like fun. I got to sit down and just enjoy. I pulled out all my stuff. I didn't worry about anything. And that is the best. When I say when you lose yourself
Yeah.
and you're creating, that is the best.
Yeah.
When you don't know how long you spent working on something, that is like the best feeling.
It is.
Oh, tell them what you're working on. Have you talked about
that? I haven't talked about it. So my nephew, I have one nephew, one nephew, and he is getting married in April, which is the grandbaby's due in April. My nephew's getting married in April. And so I'm hand lettering. They're going to have, at the reception, they're going to have 18 tables with 8 people at each table. And so I am hand lettering. I painted and hand lettered these cards, and there's 8 different style, like 8 different flowers, 8 different verses. And because his fiance and my nephew, they want each person that attends to be able to get a scripture card. And so there'll be one at every table. That's
beautiful.
So
and Jenny watercolored, when she said paint, she watercolored all those flowers.
Yeah.
So every bit of that is handmade. And Jenny, is that similar to the cards from the Valentine?
It is. We ordered them like this. So they are the deckled edge, but they are watercolor paper made for cards. And so I'm doing each one by hand, and each flower has a different verse. So here's another one.
I'm thinking she's hand lettering all of these.
I'm hand lettering all of these, but I was able to, and I'm using, and Christy, you know what I did? So I used my friction pen, but I had a different one than this, and I drew lines on them so I could hand letter and get it all straight. And then it kind of like got a little glob on the end of it, and so it left little marks on them. And so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna have to fix those. And it's only on one set, the big sunflower, and I don't know where that one's at.
So you haven't done them all, have you?
Oh no, I haven't lettered them all. I lettered one of each one to kind of get a feel for what it's going to look like. But
can you show us one of each one?
Yes, I can.
I mean, it's so much work. I just want you to show what you're doing. I told her, I said, if you want to get on a Zoom call, we can just chat while you're writing, and but we were talking about sometimes you write the wrong word if you're chatting. So
yeah, no, I have to be. I told her, I said, I can't mess them up. Oh, here's the one. So this is that have the lines, and y'all can tell me if y'all see.
Oh, I love that. Oh,
but let me see. Okay, here's one. You see those little lines marks right there? It's not super but you can see it.
You're saying you used the heat gun, but it didn't go away.
It didn't. Those didn't go away because it kind of got a little, like, here's a green line. It's real faint, but
I'd have to see it in person. Online,
yeah.
on the camera, it looks okay, but,
Yeah.
um,
But
we'll
I
see.
ordered a new set of them, and so that they wouldn't be, because the ones I was using was kind of old, and so I thought, well, maybe um, the new set.
Becky didn't see anything.
Okay.
Um, maybe, hey, would you put those cards in our Amazon affiliate link shop?
Yeah, yeah.
Because I think those are great to have in there. Hello, everybody. If you're just popping on, we are so glad that you're here. You are in the right place for Devos and Doodles every Monday at noon. Jenny and I are talking about we talked a little bit about our weekend and then showing some projects that we're working on. And this is for her nephew's
Wedding.
wedding. And
And
is it going to sit at everybody's spot?
they're going to be 8 on each table. There'll be 18 tables, and there'll be 8 of these cards at each table. So it's 144 total.
And you're using this on them.
After I finish them, I'm using that.
And I'm glad you are, because the biggest nightmare is to get water on something like that.
So, anyway.
I love it. Y'all, Jenny, she discovered this and how amazing it is for sealing your watercolor. I haven't used it yet. I just got mine in. This is like $8 for this, which some of them like were big containers. They're so expensive. And I thought, I'm not getting that. But I thought, oh, $8, I could do that. So, but how do you put it on? With a paintbrush or?
Paper towel, just smear it on, and it's great.
Cool.
Very cool. I had to order some more. I had to order some more of my, I'm hand lettering with the micron pens. And I'm using my friction pens. So I had to order more micron pens, more friction pens, and more of that wax sealant to protect them. So hopefully they'll be happy with them.
Jenny's so creative. I love it. You're so sweet, and you always love that special attention to detail. So I love that about you. We always love those little things no one will notice.
Thank you.
Right, sure. Okay, so we are doing, the study we're doing is called the Messiah Mystery. I chose it because it talked about Lent a little bit, and it's like kind of goes into Easter. So I thought it would be perfect for what we're doing. I don't know if any of you started doing something for Lent, but tell us in the comments if you did. If you didn't hear, I gave up sugar and flour. My husband and I are doing it together. That makes it a lot more, doable. But honestly, after I had my little pity party before I even started, I've been good. It was like I gave it all to the Lord. I mean, knock on wood, but I've been doing really good, really good. I'm just thinking of, how obsessed I was with sugar. So, and everything has sugar. If you look in your cabinet, like, it's hard to find something that doesn't have, if it doesn't have the word sugar, it's going to have a hidden word for sugar in it, right?
Sucralose or something like that.
Yes, for sure.
I see.
Okay. Anyway, so what will happen is I'm going to read the devotional in just a second, and then Jenny and I will show you our artwork from last week and tell you a little bit about what we're doing, how we're doing it different than I've been doing it in the past. She has not actually done the artwork with me before, but before we do get started, I want you to think about this. We want you to process this for yourself. Okay, so while I'm reading it, I want you to process it, and I want you to think, and you may have already read the study before you came, because we send the link to the study in an email, we post it and all the things. So you may have already read it. So I want you to be processing and thinking about what about the devotional that day stands out to you. It can be anything. There's no wrong answer, none. And so Jenny did it with me last week, and we did our own thing. I showed her what I came up with.
I showed her last week ahead of time what mine was going to look like. This week I didn't. And mine is always going to be very different than Christy's. Hers is always going to be prettier, and mine is going to be more just, I don't know. You've got it. And I told her right before we started, I said, I have a whole new respect for what you do, because it's hard when you read this Bible study to come up with something artistic, to put with it. And so y'all need to just be thankful. Christy's so creative.
Well, and I have to say that the iPad is like 50% of that, because it's so easy to erase. It's so easy to move and all that. So I'm kind of at an advantage, I would say.
Yes, a little bit.
But we wanted to do where, one was traditional art and the other was on the iPad. And so that's what we'll do today. But if you want to join me in following along with the study, it is under the Bible app. If you're brand new to us and you don't know what I'm talking about, pull up the Bible app and you'll search.
I'm going to put the link here too.
Jenny's she'll put the link for you. Now, if you click on the link and it doesn't work, you need to log into the account. So if you haven't made an account, it might not know you yet. But so you could just find us by going to plans and find plans, and then you'll type in the little, what's that thing? That's a little search thing. And then you'll come up with, oh, look, we have 31 plus people.
I know, I saw that this weekend.
I'm so excited, y'all. Awesome. Okay, so we've already done week 1, and I'll talk about that after this. I'll show you what we did for week 1. So if you feel like I'm already behind, you're not. You're never behind. You're never behind. Okay, so week 2, devotional. So this week starts with clues in the garden. Believe it or not, the first clues about the Messiah are found at the beginning of time in the Garden of Eden. The experience of the garden must have been nothing short of spectacular for Adam and Eve, but far better than any smell, taste, or sight was being in the presence of God, their creator. You see, one of the reasons God created Adam and Eve was to have a friendship with them. He tells us he made them in his image. This is how life was meant to be. The garden was perfect because God was there. His presence and nearness is what made it good. But Adam and Eve disobeyed, as we all know, right? They believed the lie of the serpent, that God was withholding something good from them, that God didn't love them. Have you ever believed this lie? We all have. Because God is both perfect love and perfect justice, he must correct his children's disobedience. And like any honorable king, God must also respond to evil. His discipline to Adam and Eve was the gift of pain, so they wouldn't forget what they did wrong. At the same time, he shows his deep love by giving them a promise. Genesis 3:15 prophecies. I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and her offspring. He shall bruise your head, and you shall bruise his heel. This is God's very first clue. He shall bruise your head. Points to Jesus. The Messiah will someday defeat Satan and win his children back. And in that very moment when paradise is lost, God offers us comfort and hope. As you ready your heart for Easter, thank God for his love, even in the first time that people didn't trust him and his character. He was already planning to send his son to die so that we could be with him again. He was already planning his merciful rescue of a hurting world. Offer this prayer of praise. Father, thank you that you were not caught off guard by Adam and Eve's disobedience. You had a plan in place from the very beginning before the world even began. Because you love them and you love us, you prepared us a way for us to come back to you, to know you, and to live with you forever. We stand in awe of you. Okay, and then if you want to go here, you can continue to read the scripture, Genesis 3:15, and I will cause hostility between you and the woman, and between your offspring and her offspring. He will strike your head, and you will strike his heel. And I wanted to show y'all something this week because I thought, sometimes I get to a word and I'm like, am I saying it right? Or like, I don't know, you start second guessing yourself. What?
Am I saying it right?
I'm saying it right. I know all those non-Texas people love that. But anyway, so this is what's so neat. In case you didn't know this, I was looking at enmity. Now I can't even say it right.
Enmity.
Thank you. And I was like, am I saying that right? So if you put your finger on it, and then maybe you don't know exactly what it means or whatever, but if you put your finger on it, it says copy, look up, translate. So I hit look up. And here, you can get the definition to it. And then I'm not sure, how did I make sure I was saying it right? I can't remember. But that's just such a good little tool. There's the search the web for it. That's how I did it right here. So then you hit this. Enmity. Enmity. Anyway, I just love to give you little tips of whenever I feel like a ding-a-ling, then I'm like, maybe somebody else feels like a ding-a-ling. Ah, okay. Usually Jenny's behind the camera laughing at me, but now she doesn't
Yeah,
on screen.
no, I'm off screen laughing.
Okay. Why does this keep going to sleep? So what we want to do this week, this is what's different. So everybody listen, this is everybody listen. We want to do something different this week, and we'll see if we continue to do it from here. But we came up with an idea yesterday, or it was Jenny's idea to start off with, and I was like, yes, I love it. So, but I don't know, we may tweak it a little bit, but basically, after this class, Jenny, would you mind putting this template into the hand letter doodle and pray group, or even during class, whatever? So this template, you don't have to use it at all, but I thought for what we're doing that you might feel like you would like to use it. So we're going to ask you today to do part 2. Okay. Do part 2. I'm going to show you what I do. Jenny's going to show you what she did for the part 2 or lesson 2. And then we want you guys to color it and post it into the hand letter doodle and pray group. Now, can somebody tag the hand letter doodle and pray group so they can, if someone's not a part of it, they can find it. It's my free group. But we want to give you guys an opportunity to post your work. And we're really excited because we're going to pick somebody out of the group to just randomly draw. So your artwork doesn't have to be the best. It's just going to be randomly. Don't be worried. This is not about pretty artwork. This is about your heart for the Lord, right? Okay, nobody tagged it. Can you tag the hand letter doing pray group? Anywho, so
I can't read.
I feel like it's like frozen or something. Okay, thank you. Did you put the @ Lori ahead of it to see if it would tag it? I can't tell on my screen. It may be tagging it in there. Anyway, so we're going to give you the opportunity, and we're going to choose one, and we're going to give you a week. What can we call it? A week what though? I want to think of a fun way to say it. Like, like an all expense travel vacation to Christy's Lettering Tribe. We're going to let you come visit the tribe for a week and check it out. So if you're already in the tribe, you might be thinking, well, how does that apply to me? Don't worry. We're going to take care of you too. We want you guys to get some kind of blessing. And I'll have to think about what that's going to be. We haven't decided on that, Jenny, have we?
No, we haven't.
Okay, good, Lori. Okay, good. See, on the computer, it doesn't show me.
Thanks.
Perfect. Okay, so let's start, Jenny, by showing the week 1. So I'm going to show week 1 real quick. Or do you want to show yours real quick?
You go ahead.
Hi, Susan. Okay, so week 1, here is what I showed, and I just demonstrated this on camera. And this is what my interpretation of what I wanted to do for week 1. So Jenny, you show yours. You might have to.
This is mine, and it's the Roman road that leads to Christ.
Oh, you added your scriptures and stuff. Looks good.
Thank you.
Okay, and then I was saying last night to Jenny, I said, I want to go ahead and color mine to show y'all, like, here's an idea. And I don't know, did you color yours? Well, hello.
I didn't.
Mine is a surprise. You ready? So I colored mine, and I was trying to think, okay, what can I do? And I came up with this. And it is a lot easier, y'all, on the iPad to color. I mean, it's fun both ways, but I'm just saying, for me, I can take that away so you can see what it looks like without and put it back on. Anyway, so Jenny, she didn't color hers yet, but maybe next week we'll get to see it. And then, do you want to start with week 2? You want to go ahead and do yours?
Yeah, we did them at the same time last week, remember?
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did. We did. I mean, we both started doing the art at the same time, but then I explained it first and then you explained it.
Okay. I might believe that. Y'all have to tell us in the comments what really happened so we don't have to go back and watch.
I wish I could zoom mine in like Christy can, but she can just make it. Yeah. So I know you won't be able to see mine really well. I've got my camera, I think, as low as it'll go. Oh no, it'll go a little bit lower.
Oh, there you go. But y'all, it's
Oh,
can you still get your hand under there?
I can get my hand, but not my pencil. So I have to lift it up just a little bit.
Okay. See, Jackie said we did it at the same time. I was right.
You weren't right.
Jenny was right.
You
You'd have to say Jerry. Okay.
So, but I
You want
will
me to start talking first?
Pull it up and let you see it. But well, you start. You can explain first because I need to have a little bit of mine on there. So.
Okay, since I'm super into lettering. That's my thing. I'm Christy's lettering tribe. All the thing is about lettering. So I really focused on that today, and I wanted to be creative about lettering. So I was like, okay, we're at the Garden of Eden. I'm going to write the word garden, but I want to turn that garden into a garden. So I just did the best I could with that. So if you want like that idea, and maybe you process and think of that as you go, I'll be drawing and showing you like what came to mind as I drew. Okay, you go ahead.
Okay. And again, we're at the Garden of Eden. I'm writing right here, the fall. So that was the fall of mankind. So I'm doing that in cursive with my little, it's kind of like it's like it's a slope, it's going down, and I put God over here in this corner. I mean, I'm not putting God in the corner, but you know what I mean. And then, so I heard, I mean, y'all probably heard it too, that Jesus is the bridge that, we have sinned, we've fallen short of the glory of God, and we can't reach God without Jesus. So I'm going to do a little bridge here with the word Jesus in the middle. And then I am going to doodle like an apple over there by the fall. So I'm going to just do a little bridge.
Is this a good time for me to talk?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Nobody puts God in the corner. Lori's laughing.
Yeah. I thought it. I wasn't going to word it like
I know. We all thought it, didn't we? So, okay, I want you to look at the letters if you were going to do something like this and think of how could I turn something into something, right? And so I was thinking a tree. I have to have a tree somewhere, right? And what makes sense for a tree? To me, it was the D. So I just started there. And then I wanted to make a couple of like branches that came off. So there's my tree. And then I thought of fruit, different kinds of fruit. And this little D, I just put a stem, some leaves, and then this could be any kind of fruit you wanted it to be, depending on what color you color it. And then I did right here, I did another fruit. You can probably tell what that is. And then over here, I did like a big flower. I was thinking of Jenny when I did this. In a way, I was just like, she loves sunflowers. So I was like, this is kind of my interpretation. It's not a literal sunflower, but I thought it would be fun to kind of mimic it in a way and do some of the designs. I also was reading a little bit more about the Garden of Eden. Jenny, do you have any thoughts about that? The garden or anything? Or talk about what you're doing?
I don't have any thoughts on the top of my head about it right now.
Well, I just feel like I don't know enough about it, just the basic stories or whatever. But I do know that I was reading there's 4 rivers. Do you know much about that?
No, I don't.
Anyway, I'm only saying that because I put I kind of tied in a river into mine and was kind of playing around with that. So however, however you wanted to do something like that, you could. But there is my garden. And then I'm going to add of Eden here. I was asking Dwayne too, and he didn't really have a lot of knowledge about, I guess there's just not a lot of details that I know of. Garden of Eden.
Yeah. And so on mine, the way I did it was so up and down, you'll be able to see it when I.
Oh, the cross.
Yeah, it says the Great Divide because I think C.S. Lewis wrote a book called The Great Divide. I can't remember. So the Great Divide is the chasm between us in our sinful state and God. And then Jesus is the bridge over the chasm. So, and then it made the cross. It just, this week 2 ended up being like the smallest little square. So it's kind of hard to see.
You need to be. I love it. I love it. I love it. And to me, this makes me just want to dive in more and learn more about it. Doesn't that make y'all want to as well? To see what else you can find out. So whenever you start to fill in your blend, your areas, you have I don't know, lots of ideas. Cindy said super cute. Love it. Me too. Me too. So fun. Okay. So I'm not going to show you my colored version because I thought, I don't want to taint anything. I don't want you guys to get in your mind. You know how we see something and we don't even mean to do ours like it, but we see it and it's just like stuck in there. I want you to do your own thing. So this block, this blank, number 2, is what you'll do. And just in case you popped on and you didn't hear me, or in case you walked away, for this week in my free group, the Hand Letter Doodle and Pray, we are giving you the template. If you're my tribe, you already got the template, but we're going to put it in there for everybody. And then this week, we want you to, whatever your interpretation is of lesson 2, Jenny and I have totally different pieces of artwork here, and they're both cool, you know? So we are not worried about, like, if you have the prettiest writing you've ever had or you've drawn the greatest cross or whatever. It's all about spending time with the Lord. Okay, that's what it is. April, we do want you to color it. We do want you to color it. Yes. I mean, we would probably accept it anyway. It could probably still be in the drawing, but we just want to see what, unless you weren't going to color any of them and you're just going to, so 1 river divided into 4 water heads. Thank you, Lori. And then I started reading a little bit more and I started getting more interested in that. I was like, wait a minute, what rivers are these? That kind of thing. But I can't tell you all the answers to that. It just got me more interested to learn more. What other questions do y'all have about that? Any other questions?
Yeah, did you say what they were going to get after they posted we're going to, I mean, I know you did at the beginning, but did you do it again?
Okay, so we're going to draw. Okay, we're going to draw.
We're going to have a drawing, not.
We're going to have a drawing. We're going to have a drawing. And the winner is going to have a 1 week paid. What did I say earlier? 1 week.
Paid vacation? No, we're not.
Paid and state vacation into Christy's Lettering Tribe. You get to come in there and join us for a week, see what it's all about, look at all the classes and all the things, and can be a part of the family and see if it's something that you want to do. But, it's a week, no strings attached. And then if you don't want to win it, then you don't have to. You just say no, but we still want you to post your work. Is that the group you're talking
and this says Jesus, and it says the way, truth, and life.
Love that. I love that.
Is this the group that you're talking about, the free group? No, you get to be into whoever wins it is going to get a week in Christy's Lettering Tribe, the paid membership group. So
in my membership group, it's a lettering group, and like I'm teaching this right here right after this class, by the way. I'm teaching how to do this, but I think I'm going to do pastels today, maybe. I don't know. Watercolor, pastels, maybe. But this is the lesson we're going to do today. And then tomorrow night, I'm going to show this also on how to do it on the iPad. So, and then Jenny does you don't have your journal right handy, do you? In the membership. So she has a Jenny's journal challenge.
I do have it.
Okay, good. So she's doing that. This is totally optional, but some people are having a blast with it. If you're not doing it and you're in the tribe, don't let that pressure you to do it. This is just a bonus fun thing.
So each week, there's 52 weeks in the year, and each week I give a journal prompt on Monday, and then it's up to you or each person in the group to come up with whatever it inspires them to do. And then you draw it and then you post it. And once a month we pick a winner after they've done a piece of art. So these are the ones that I've done. This was my word of the year, and then this is week 1, which is happiness, and then
Now they get to see your artwork, Jenny. This you've had more time to to play with a bigger, you know.
and this was beauty garden. This was friends, so all I did was letter on that one. I did some scripture verses, and each one of these is the word friend in a different language. There's love, that's Jesus going, carrying the cross. This is snowman. We're in Texas, and it was hot that week. And this was dog. So it can be the word can be like friendship or patience, or it can be an emotion. It can be a thing like dog.
But you give them the word. It's a prompt.
I give the word as the journal prompt, and then they do something. And then this was music.
Love that one.
This one is nature, and this verse talks about how God reveals himself through nature. And then this is this week's, and I haven't posted it yet.
Oh, sneak peek. Love that.
So, and I used the new liquid watercolor paints, and I loved them. And you can make them really light and muted, or really dark and vibrant. So it's fun.
Okay, so Rosie asked, because Rosie's brand new to the tribe, can you tell her where does she find the journal prompts?
Yes, there is a master list under Guide 8, and it's got all the ones, and each week I add the new one. But I post it in the group, and it'll just pop up in the normal feed. But then you can also find all of the prompts under Guide 8. So.
Yes, and so if you're familiar with Facebook groups, that'll be easy for you to find. But if you're not, just up at the very, very top, if you see featured, is it under featured too? Like,
it should. If it's not, it will be, because
each week you pin it to features usually.
Yes,
right? We try to do a good job with keeping all the current stuff of that week up in the top. So
the whole month is under featured, and at the end of the month I clean it out, and then we start with the new stuff for the next month. So
okay. Yeah. And then this is my scripture book. This was the first month. And then this was last month, February. We did this one. And then today I showed you the bread. We're going to do the bread next for March. So
yeah, that's the scripture part. They do that we do that each month.
Well, we do it here once a month, and we do it here once a month. So it is 2 different.
Is that a new iPad cover?
It is.
Okay, because I'm used to the other one.
The other one's purple, yeah. And then, okay, so the first week, we do a lettering assignment. I don't even remember what we did, but what did we do this time? Oh, I showed, it's like, it could either be like different styles of lettering. Like this month I did just kind of flourishes.
Yeah,
flourish lettering.
Flourishes, yeah.
What else have we done in the past? Just so they know, like, what we do each week. Can you think? I can't even think, but we've done a ton of
either. I'm on the spot. I'm like,
we do something every week.
some form of lettering each week. But
I mean, once a month, the first week of the month. Yeah, it's some kind of a challenge or learning technique with lettering.
A writing assignment. Yeah.
Yeah. The second week of scripture art, which is this week. Next week, normally would be Jenny's journaling challenge, but we're swapping because we have a guest artist coming in. One of my friends asked if she could come share with you guys how to make a framed art door hanger. And then week 4, Jenny will be doing the journaling prompt. So, and then we do a giveaway every month. We draw somebody who all you have to do is like turn in your work. But
post, like the giveaway is you post one of the journal prompts out of that month. There's going to be 4 each month, and you post one of them, and then we pick one winner, and they get a $25 gift card to Amazon. And then at the fourth week of each month, we usually do a video call. Not going to happen this month because of our artists, but normally we have a video call, and everybody, we get to see whoever comes. We get to see them face to face, and they get to talk to us. They get to ask Christy questions. So that's how it goes.
Yep. Well, this was fun. I hope you enjoyed it. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Did we decide when we're gonna draw somebody? Well, are we gonna wait till
we could draw this weekend, and then they could join us for the next week, and then that way
we could announce it on Monday during class.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, did you tell them the hashtag to use?
No, I can't remember what you decided.
I think Tribe Week.
Tribe Week.
Isn't that what we decided? So will you type in there hashtag Tribe Week, all one word, whenever you post your artwork, put Tribe Week with it, and then we'll know to do a drawing for you. There we go. Perfect. So just make sure it's whenever you post it, you add that to it. All right, this was so fun, y'all. I've got to get ready for my next class. So thank you for being here today. I will see you hopefully next Monday at noon. Mark your calendar. I do feel like it's totally worth your time to schedule this each week, because we're going to spend time with the Lord, and we're doing art, and we're loving on each other, and it's just important for us to have this community. So you guys make it special. All right, we will see you next week or in 20 minutes. Bye, y'all.
Bye.